At 64, the story of Marc Messier is often told through trophies and highlights. But behind the championships and applause is a far more emotional journey shaped by pressure, sacrifice, and moments that left deep scars. Messier is remembered as one of hockey's greatest leaders, a six-time Stanley Cup champion and the heart of the Edmonton Oilers dynasty. Yet greatness came at a cost. From a young age, he lived in the long shadow of expectation, growing up in a hockey family where toughness, discipline, and winning were not optional. As a teenager, he left home to chase a dream that demanded total commitment, learning early that success in professional sports often means loneliness, pain, and constant scrutiny. When he joined the Oilers, Messier became part of a once-in-a-lifetime group with Wayne Gretzky, but even within that success, he carried enormous responsibility. He was expected to be fearless, strong, and unbreakable, even as the physical toll of hockey battered his body year after year. Injuries were ignored, pain was hidden, and emotion was pushed aside, because leaders were not supposed to show weakness. After Gretzky left Edmonton, the pressure only grew heavier. Messier became the face of the franchise, leading the team to another Stanley Cup in 1990, proving himself as more than just a supporting star, but the weight of leadership never eased. Later in his career, his move to the Vancouver Canucks became one of the most painful chapters of his life. Handed the captaincy immediately, Messier walked into a divided locker room and a hostile fan base. The team struggled, critics were relentless, and blame followed him everywhere. For a player used to respect, the constant criticism was emotionally exhausting. No matter how hard he tried, nothing seemed enough, and his reputation suffered in ways that never fully healed in the public eye. Away from the rink, life brought its own heartbreaks. Messier experienced the quiet losses that fame cannot protect you from, including the passing of loved ones and the slow realization that the game he loved was slipping away. Retirement was not a celebration, but a reckoning. Without the routine, noise, and purpose of hockey, he faced the challenge many athletes do, redefining identity after decades of being known for one thing. The roar of the crowd faded, and silence replaced it. Even as he stayed connected to the sport as a mentor and ambassador, the physical reminders remained. Old injuries lingered, joints ached, and the long-term effects of a brutal game became part of daily life. Emotionally, the transition was just as difficult. A man once seen as indestructible had to accept aging, regret, and reflection. Messier has spoken about leadership, legacy, and the responsibility that never truly leaves you. He carries the pride of his achievements, but also the burden of moments that went wrong, relationships strained by pressure, and years spent putting the team above himself. At 64, his tragedy is not about failure, but about the hidden cost of success. It is the story of a man who gave everything to his sport, often at the expense of comfort, peace, and personal freedom. Marc Messier's life reminds us that legends are still human, that behind every raised trophy is a price paid in silence, and that even the strongest leaders carry wounds the world rarely sees.